Right? Okay, I'm no longer muted. Okay, hi gang, hi NAF Projects, NAF Nation. Yes, hi. Okay. Right, okay, I'm no longer muted. Oh, okay, I have the stream playing in the background. Awesome, look at that. Okay, cool. I guess we're ready to go. Okay, vid 8, NAF Projects. I got a lot to say about this vid. I want to start off just at the beginning, I guess. So, well, before actually we do that, in every project I ever make, that I make a main timeline, or at least every video I make which requires more than 2 timelines, which this one did. I always label it main. I don't know where this came from. I pretty much never organize anything ever. Yes, it is Oomph Stream. Thank you, Apollo. Number 1 napper. This one's gonna be short. No, this one's gonna be like an hour long. This is like I'm planning for this stream to be a solid hour long. So if you don't have time for that, you can play it in the background, I guess. But it most definitely will be longer than the video itself. I can tell you that much, at the very least. Okay. Anyway, like I was saying, this doesn't come from anything. I just kind of started doing it one day. Okay. So this intro sequence here, right? It plays with like the particles and the way the particles like fade out here reminds me of like of the Monument Mythos, and how like in the ending of season 2 episode, like the last episode of season 2, just the whole way that scene looked. I feel like they use a lot of gradient for that. I imagine how they would make it. I don't really know. And this is cool because it's like so you'll notice. Okay, well I'll talk about this first. I like how the text vid 8 just appears, and then you can kind of see it a little bit, and then it fades more, and I think it's really cool with the gradient. Anyway, I only really put this song in here just because I wanted to use it. It was either going to be this or the national anthem, and I didn't think that song was particularly fitting for this video. It is probably my favorite song on the album, maybe. Either that or motion picture soundtrack, but I don't think the national anthem is very fitting for the direction this video is taking. Speaking of I think I probably should have. Yeah, it does have a lot of like corner world vibes. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. Yeah. I was gonna say, oh yeah, I should have listened to Amnesiac before I made this video, but I didn't do that. And I don't know how interested I am in listening to Amnesiac, but if it inspires another video like this, that'd be cool. So by the way, the main timeline in most projects is literally just like each video playing in sequence with literally no changes. I made a couple I made a non-insignificant amount of changes here though, because I had so much like everything in this video is very deliberate. Everything was completely thought out from the start, or not from the start, but like I put a lot of thought into literally every detail. So anyway, this intro sequence here is actually just the reversed and inverted outro sequence. We'll go to that now. That should be here. Yeah. It's literally just this outro sequence. No, not this one. This one. Yeah. Alright, so I guess we can. I'll get back to this later, but it's literally just this outro sequence, but playing in reverse and with the colors inverted. Oh, it's very laggy. I forgot how incredibly laggy it is. Okay, let's start with the first scene here. So when I was making this first scene, I was learning all the NAF secrets. Yeah, this isn't how I normally make my videos. This is a very, very different video from my standards. Normally when okay, so when I was first making this scene, I wanted to lean more into like the surrealism specifically, so I did a little bit of research as to like what exactly surrealism is, and I have more of an understanding now than I did before I started work on the video, and that's pretty much it. I still don't really know what surrealism is, and I don't know where this came from either. This is the first thing I made the video in pretty much chronological order. Like everything except for the intro sequence was made in chronological order. I really don't know what came over me to make this intro sequence. This is like the strangest and most unfitting part of the video, I think. It's the drums. and they're all green screened out, and in the background is Bart in the background, and it has different colors, and you can see we can go into the fusion tab here. Hold on, we'll bring it up here. You can see okay, so that's just blur. Okay, great. Let's go to a more interesting one. This is a more interesting example. Go to the fusion tab. You'll see there's a bright, and we crank the hell out of a lot of settings, crank the hell out of more settings, and we try to crank enough settings to the point where it like you could still look at it and recognize that it's that scene. A similar story here. Yeah, see, just crank a lot of settings all of the way up, and then we add on a second one because I guess there wasn't enough contrast in this one. Oh, what? Wait, why would I do that? Why is the one up at 3 and then the one's up at down at the very bottom? Why would I do? Okay, whatever. I don't fucking know. I don't know. I don't know. Okay. I don't even know what I did for this one. What is this one even? Okay. Yeah, should you crank the gain up and the saturation up to 5? Yeah, yeah, that's what is this? This video's not meant to be funny. Okay. So the reason I use Idiot Tech here is because that was like I watched this one really cool video. It was the main inspiration for this video. It's linked in the description. You can check in the description for that video that inspired me. This is Minecraft. I think this is kind of interesting for a couple of reasons. So first of all, we have it's like the one is Minecraft, but the other one is the Minecraft on top of the Minecraft. And that is, I spent 2 hours on this bot nothing for nothing. No views, I bet. So originally I didn't have this Minecraft here, the mining out in. Okay, couple things. I think that this is a cool because it's like they're mining, but they're using a wooden pickaxe on the stone, and it is in creative mode. So it's just kind of, yeah, why are you mining then? Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. It's just kind of silly and ridiculous and stupid. So second thing, this timeline 9 here, I don't remember what I did for timeline 9. So okay, so it's not exactly chronological order, but it's pretty much. Timeline 9 is okay. So I don't know how I did a lot of the shit like this for this video. Like, so that's that. I don't even know what, is this just the color red? Yeah, it's just the color red. Okay, awesome. Go to timeline 8. Timeline 8 is, I presume, okay, it's incredibly laggy, I guess. Okay, yeah, it's just that. Truthfully, I have no idea how to do that. That's, okay, yeah, it's a particle generator I used for that. Okay. I don't really have any idea how I did this, because this was like a month ago. No, it's like a week ago. I don't even know time anymore. I was not drunk when I made this video. I can tell you I was 100% sober the entire time, except maybe one clip. I might have been high. I don't remember. Yeah, might have been high for like one clip, maybe. Anyway, I like timeline 7 here, which, yeah, timeline 6. Oh, wait, no, it is timeline, yeah, it should be timeline 7, so, wait, yeah. Dude, I don't even know, man. I don't know how I did this thing, this red thing. I don't know if is that here or is that? Okay, it's not playing like it should be playing. Okay, whatever. Let's get back to the where we were. Okay. So they're mining. I had this mining planned out initially. It's just gonna be the mining, and then they like the mining in this cave, and then it would reveal, the cave would open up, and you could see here. We'll pull up if I have that video still. Yeah. See, they go mining, and it's yeah. And then there's green on the roof, and I didn't do anything with the green on the roof. Did I even make the video? Yeah, I made the video. I made all of the video. is gonna be kind of cool, but it didn't really work, I guess, because it didn't work out the way I wanted it to, but it was kind of interesting. So that goes to Gmod. I like this scene I did for Gmod a lot. This took a lot of time to make, and it was really... Oh, wait. I'll talk about this quick. So it's the way that, like, you look down at the block and there's already the mining there from the next block. I did that to speed up the time and make it so there would be, like, so that the, like, this on the side would take up less of the screen. But I thought that was really cool how it's, like, it's really interesting how it just starts mining in advance, I guess. Okay, anyway, Gmod. This scene took a while to make. Not the most amount of time, but you can see it's, like, seem pretty unsure of how I actually made this. I mean, I know... I mean, a lot of it, like, a lot of the stuff I'm unsure about is just, like, a lot of specific effects I did with, like, gradients and, like, the fusion tab that I could, like, look at and talk about and have I could piece together how I did it, but it would take a while and it would not be interesting, and it's just kind of... I just kind of fucked around without any kind of plan and just made something, so I could talk about how I did it, but I don't care enough to, and I don't remember enough to. Okay, anyway, so this scene in Gmod, I made this all in Gmod, except for these bushes here. These bushes, they use a different... Okay, so we'll go to timeline 2, I guess. Yeah, so they use this fusion composition here. 2 fusion compositions. This is a really interesting texture. See, it's like, it's green, and they got the stuff in the back. Oh, it's a gunshot sound effect, yeah, from the door. And you can see I chroma keyed out. Okay, so this is another feature that I thought was really cool that it didn't come across well in the video, but see how this window is censored? And then, like, all of the other windows, here, let's just, like, focus in on this. So all of the other windows, you can see they're colored out in some way. This is like a black square in front of the window. This is just a ton of window panes that I stacked on top of each other. And this one I censored in post. And then in the video, you can see it didn't really work. Where are we? Hold on. Yeah, see in the video, it's just not that cool of an effect. And it doesn't work, and it desyncs. So that's really cool. Really cool. Anyway, with these bushes, you can see that I chroma keyed out the green that was there and placed it with a green underneath, and it makes this, like, vibing leaf type effect, because I like the channel vibing leaf. They're really cool. And then we go up here, and this is more green, right? Yeah, this is more of that texture here on the roof here. I actually did this for the roof texture here. This was the idea. I didn't actually mean for it to apply to the bushes, but it looks way cooler on the bushes than it does in this little area up here, I'm gonna be honest. 6, 7, thanks. 41, thanks also, yep, okay. So, this is maybe the only part of the video that I have, like, an actual, like, I have a personal interpretation of what happened, so, it's not much of a story, but it's just kind of, this is an act of violence that is being committed for no reason. Because, you see, like, the door is open. He could open the door, but he chooses to shoot into the house for no reason, seemingly, just for cruelty. And then we go in the house, and this is kind of cool, because it's like Family Guy. It's weird, but it's also like, oh, there's that guy on the floor, and there's the A Motion Studio 67, yep. There's the texture there. That texture is an Angry Bird, by the way. That's an Angry Bird model. And then, the walls, there's stuff on the walls. Kind of a war without yeah, it is a war without reason. Ultra kill. And then when he goes in, he beats the shit out of the bathtub for no reason. I really don't know what came over me when making this. I also don't know why my revolver was out of ammo. It shouldn't have been. Anyway, okay, so about this bathtub here. So we go back in and we can see, this took a lot of effort. Okay, this was one of the biggest things I wanted to, okay, I forgot this. This is a cool effect where we have all this footage playing on top of each other, and it's at, like, low opacity, so you can see, like, I ran around the house, like, 6 times and recorded it, and then it's just giving this interesting kind of effect here. This fucking bathtub, though. I went to chroma key out the white in the bathtub, which you would think would be the simplest fucking thing, right? Here, let's pull up timeline 2 here, right? Okay, so let's open up a fusion composition. Okay, let's move that black square out, because that's not gonna work. Okay. Let's open up. Oh no, that's we didn't need to fusion up here. Let's just go 3D key here, right? We 3D key out the bathtub, right? Okay, I forgot. We 3D key out the bathtub. No part of the bathtub. It works now. Why does it work now? What? Why does it work now? Every time that I went to chroma key out, it would be the stupidest fucking thing. What even is this? Where did I even use this in the... whatever. Every time I went to chroma key out that bathtub, it pulled the stupidest fucking thing on me. So I had to go and, like, do all this shit for the bathtub. Just, like, see how it's, like, kind of chroma keyed out a little bit? And see what misses, like, this side, even though it's all white. Why does it work now? I'm losing my goddamn... it's fucking bathtub. Hate this goddamn bathtub. Okay, yep, great, thanks. Hate it. Why does it not? If it was on CapCut, you wouldn't have. Sleazy A, how do you think I would have possibly made this video on CapCut? How could that possibly have worked? Okay, anyway, so the point of that was, we go back to scene 1 here. You can see when he beats the bathtub, it becomes like more and more red, and I think that is a cool effect, and it says something probably, and the something it says, I'm choosing to interpret it as a metaphor for violence and how he commits an act of violence for no reason. And that's, I don't really have further explanation. I'm gonna be right back in 1 second. Okay, I'm not even leaving. I'm just in my room still. I just kind of see it as he's committing an act of violence, and it hurts. So I believe there are a couple little changes in the main timeline. I don't even know what they are, but it's actually not the main timeline. This is the main timeline. There is... Oh, yeah, I increased the opacity here so you could actually see the plot being broken. And then... But you can see how, like, it becomes more and more red as you see. This is a really cool effect here. I should have done more with this. See how, like, it has, like, that Spider-Verse type effect, you know, with, like, the motion of the revolver has that, like, Spider-Verse type-y effect, you know? That's really cool. I wish I knew more about that. Oh, also, I'm now realizing I never talked about this. The aspect ratio of the video is 1900 by 1200. And the normal aspect ratio is 1920 by 1080, so it is a little bit taller than most videos are. And there is no reason for this, I just thought it would be kind of interesting. This is the same thing I did for Oh Nevermind. In Oh Nevermind, it was this different aspect ratio for most of it, but that's, I just kind of thought it would be weird and silly. And it would just kind of... just a weird thing you might notice. Yeah, 1900 by 1200. Yeah. Scene 1, part 2. This, well, I mean, in the timeline, they're just labeled scene 2, but, it's the same song playing. So, they're part 2 in my heart, too. Let's go to scene 2 here. This is nearly all one timeline, because it's a very intricate fusion composition. So, let's just check it out here. We're going into 3D world now, bitches. Alright, check it out. 3D world. Let's open that up. Okay, here we are in 3D land. This is a built-in feature in DaVinci Resolve. I like it because it's 3D and it's cool. It was supposed to have lighting, but the lighting didn't fucking work for some reason. So let's check this texture out. So this is one of my only changes. Initially, this was like a black screen here. See, right, how it's just pitch black. I changed it later to have that space background because I thought that it would be kind of confusing if I made it just pitch black, and I thought the space effect looked cool. Turns out that space effect is a built-in effect that takes a really long time to render. That's 3D World as in Super Mario 3D World. That's actually a reference to a video that Sleazy A likes. So anyway, it turns out that starry effect takes a long time to render. And, I mean, it wasn't the most annoying thing, but it was pretty annoying waiting for it. I think I waited more for that than I did for the actual 3D scene itself to render. And DaVinci Resolve is famously awful at rendering 3D scenes. Okay, anyway, this is the whole environment here. Yeah, this is the whole world. You can see in later scenes how stuff gets added to it. Let's go to a later scene. Let's check out this one. I don't know what the difference is between this one. Oh yeah, so the camera's moving on a stationary track, like the same way every time. I made a little oopsie though with the camera movement here. Let's go to the camera. Are we at the camera now? Where's the camera? Yeah, let's go to the camera. Let's go to keyframes. Alright, let's go to the camera. Where's the camera? Camera. Yeah, so see how like it moves the same amount every time, right? It goes from, I don't remember. Hold on, where is it? Oh yeah, see. Okay, so it takes. Where's the Kid Icarus gameplay? No, no Kid Icarus in this video. So it goes from 80 to 100 to then 180 to then 200 to then 380, which was the wrong amount, and it should have been 280. Who is the camera? No one is the camera. Oh, also, this is kind of unclear in the video, but you can see here clearly how it turns here. Yeah, it's a lot less clear in the video. How December Holiday holding the camera. This actually is not a Deltarune video, if you can believe that. Why did you put under in the camera? Yeah. You know, the camera is not actually like an object, like it's not actually that size, see? Can this guy in chat shut up? Well, you're not one to talk. See the camera just, yeah. Oh, actually, that reminds me, this is an effect I want to talk about. We go to this clip right here. Yeah, it should be this one. This is one of my favorite effects in the whole video. Yeah, see how, like, but this is Deltarune gameplay. Well, I never claimed that this was Deltarune gameplay. This doesn't count. Yeah, you can't do that. Okay, so see how it moves with the camera, and it's like I think that's just so cool. In theory, I should have given it a little offset to look like it was moving also, because it's moving at the exact same speed as the camera, it doesn't look like it's moving, it just looks like it just does not exist, and it's just kind of a thing in the camera. But I think it's a really cool effect, and maybe I could have done something moving also, which is good, because in this clip I do have something moving. I have the wall moving. See the wall, here, let's go into the tab here. See the wall here, it slowly moves in, see? You see it like a little better that way? Yeah, see? Yeah, the wall's moving and it almost crushes the camera, but it doesn't. It doesn't crush the wall. The camera, whatever. Shut up. If this wasn't Deltarune gameplay, I would strike again. If you want to watch me stream Deltarune, I play Deltarune on Puppy Gaming 422's channel every once in a while, so if you want to watch me on stream, you can be sure to check out that stream. So anyway, this is what I was talking about with how it gets confusing here, because the screen just kind of fades to black, and then you can't see anything. And I want to talk about this here, actually. So this, when the camera turns here, wow, my voice sounded especially high there. When the camera turns here, you'll notice it doesn't, like, it just kind of, it starts turning about literally just to the point where you can't see the wall anymore, and then it makes a flat 90-degree turn there. And that's just kind of funny. Can you guys stop arguing in chat? See, yeah, it's just kind of a camera trick, because, like, you know, and then it walks towards, and then, yeah, it walks over here now. And then that's the end of the scene, then we go to the next scene, and then, yeah, there's, like, a pause here and there. Yeah, you see it turn around, and then now there's the orange wall, and the orange wall has lighting now, and it's because you walked through the orange wall earlier. You see it started out orange, and it gets darker every time, and then the idea was that, like, there would be actual lighting in the scene, but the lighting in the scene just did not work. Anyway, I'm gonna talk about this also. This is, I don't know, I don't even remember how I did this, like, the walls here. I'm sure it was like a very cheap shit effect. Yeah, wow, okay, very, very cheap shit effect. Wow, look at that. Look at that. bad effect. But I mean, it looks good in the video. Yeah, like it makes enough sense in the video. It's so stupid. Okay, so they walk to the end of the tunnel, and then you can see it just immediately changes into the next clip, and I like how each clip, like, perfectly runs into the next one. It's because, like, the entire thing is very mathematical the entire time, and I use a lot of math when making this part, so it just kind of, it is a perfect flow to the next one. When you world edit in Minecraft, yeah, it kind of is like when you world edit in Minecraft, yeah. I added these walking footsteps just to remove confusion. Because without them, it's just like, how do I know when you're turning and when you're just... Like, what's happening here? With the sound effects, though? Much clearer with the sound effects. And then, oh yeah, okay, so I also wanted to talk about the audio. It's kind of cool. I just trying to start it out at, like, what, -10 decibels, I think, and then it goes up to the regular amount of decibels. And then a little later on, this should be a change here. Okay, so it's a little bit lower pitched here. Like 1/4 of a semitone lower pitch. Those who rolled that. Oh, so this is Cookie. Everybody shout out Cookie. This is their eye. Hold on. Yeah, I'm just gonna remove this wall. Fuck this wall. Kill this wall. Kill this wall. Look at that. Look at that. Well, this is my eye. This is Cookie eye. Yay. And I'll probably add that wall. Alright, yeah. Add that wall back. Well, it's just the one eye. There's like a pan here. See, it like pans to the side. And then it gets lower pitch. And then here it... Okay, I increase the bass here, and then when we go into the main timeline, you'll notice I went back and I pitched that back up, or I like repanned it here, I think. Did I do that? Okay, I thought I did that. Never mind. All right. Okay. I didn't then. Okay. On the wall. Yeah, you didn't see that. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. See. That's my eye one. Yeah. Yeah. And you'll notice the text here. Oh yeah, this is a good opportunity to showcase it. So we if we put the text from here to here, right, and then here, put that off to the side there for the time being. You'll notice it actually syncs up perfectly with the song. And it would have made no difference if I didn't make it sync with the song, but I did, and then we can then resync. Guys, I'm watching this video with that eye on the wall right now. Well, I'm also doing that. Like that's and then you notice it syncs here too. And this actually makes less sense for it to sync because the song keeps going. Like, I trimmed inside the song here for it to work, but whatever. You know what they say. Okay. I guess that's all I had to say about that scene. Let's move on to the next one. This one, there were two reasons I made this scene. Pretty much just two things I wanted to accomplish with this one. Where are we? Hold on, let's scroll up. Scroll up. Where are we? Oh yeah, there's Cookie Eye, yeah. I'll naff until my head comes off. So I made this scene for two reasons. First, okay, so you'll notice here, the timeline 16 here, right? This is, okay, so timeline 15, right? Timeline 14, right? Yes, timeline 14. This is a fusion composition. So this is a really cool thing. Okay, I guess it's not a fusion composition. Okay, let's check out timeline 13. Timeline 13, yeah, this it is. Yeah, so you'll notice this is a fusion composition. This is a 3D composition here, right? Oh, 3D. Ooh. These are the lyrics to Close to the Edge. Just all of the lyrics to the whole song. Cat. This is Cat. I edited the Cat because I hate Cat. Fuck Cat. I increased the contrast all of the way up. and it removed one of cat ears in the process. Not both of them, just one of them. Okay. So this is the reason I made this, right? Let's go back to timeline 2 here for a second, right? Or to scene 2 for a second. Where are we? Where's that? Scene 2, yeah. I'm glad you can see those lyrics. You're not supposed to be able to see them. It's like the point isn't actually to read them. You'll notice here, right? The way that the text interacts with the wall is really interesting because since they're overlapping on the same layer, right? God damn it. I hate it when 3D space just does stupid shit on. Okay. You'll notice in the, like, it has this weird glitchy effect with all these lines because they're overlapping. They're at pretty much the same value. See, this is at 0.999998, and this is at 1. So, having them, like, on pretty much the same layer. And I wanted to exploit that for a gradient, or at least part of a gradient. So, you can see it didn't really work. Not too well, but you could see it, like, a little bit happened. Not as much of an effect as I would have wanted. I probably should have had it at, like, an angle or something. I wasted a lot of time, like, hand copying the lyrics myself. I did not have to do that. But I did, and you cannot see them. Cookies are actually relevant to Bed Tour. There's a play. Oh, wait, yeah, the Bed Tour series. Oh yeah, this is Kitty, and I hate Kitty, so I killed it. Yeah, timeline 14. I just zoomed in, and then no. Bed Tour is peak cinema. You don't understand. You don't know anything. You understand. All right. So this is just a 3D. Like I used chroma keying. Just chroma key out all the white, so it makes this interesting effect where you can see that there is text, but you can't read it. And it makes these weird splotches here. I like these splotches. I don't know what's up with them, but they're cool. And then timeline 15 is, I took that, and then I put that under it. And this is a gradient, and they're kind of NAF colors, and it's like a fast noise. Oh yeah, look at that, fast noise. Oh yeah. And then that's, I guess I just inverted this. Yeah, I guess I inverted everything that wasn't black from this. See, normally the invert is on and it makes that, but we do that, which just keeps everything but the black. No, keeps the black, removes everything else. So now that's there. And then I assume for timeline 16 what I did. Oh, okay, so we'll go to timeline 17 then, which is this. This is one of my favorite things in the entire video. It comes up later. It comes up in the intro also. This is I used a fast noise texture, a 3D texture here. I put it over top of this. I put it over top of this cylinder here, right? And it's just kind of playing in the middle. So it has this really interesting effect on the side here, and then the way that the texture zooms in and it's like 3D, and it's like, oh, there's like stuff in front of it, stuff behind it. I really like it. I think it's really cool. I think it's such a cool effect. It looks a lot like a Mario 64 painting type effect, and I think it's the most awesome thing in the whole wide world. It's what I think about it. So I put that in I put that behind it, and I guess I must have chroma keyed more of this. And now you can see, oh, look at that. Oh, that's weird. Oh, that's interesting. We're almost done with this gradient specifically. This gradient took me like 2 hours to make. And then I made it NAF colored, because I like NAF projects. I like NAF. What the hell happened here? Okay. I don't know. Okay, that is a lot of layers. Okay. Oh, yo, this was, okay. So I had these gradients, right? And they had this weird thing. Let's pull out with just one gradient here, right? Okay, so you'll see how they're cropped, right? We uncrop them. You see it has that weird line in the middle, just for no reason. So what I did, right, is I took one of these, right? And then I just kind of put another one over top of it. And now they have this weird line in the middle here, right? This middle. So I put one in the side, put one to the side, and then I guess for the bottom one, I just kind of, I don't know what I did. I just kind of ignored the problem with the bottom one. And it removed those lines, and it made a cool new gradient effect. So I put that underneath of this is not the flag green. These are like specifically NAF colors. I'm pretty sure. Like I'm pretty sure I specifically modeled these to be the NAF colors, right? Let's go to color. Yeah, yeah, it's literally the NAF colors. Yeah. And then timeline 19. I guess I put the Starfield behind it. Okay, again, this Starfield texture takes up. Wow, I literally did not even know that. Like, I didn't even know I did this. I must have wasted like 5 minutes trying to render this for like no goddamn reason. You can't even see the Starfield in the video. It makes literally no difference. And then timeline 20, I guess I just trimmed it, I guess. Okay. Okay, so this is the final gradient, and you cannot see the Starfield. Literally, I wasted 5 minutes rendering the Starfield texture for no goddamn reason. Okay, we go to scene 3 here, right? Oh, look at that. This is the whole timeline, which makes sense. So, this. Okay, couple things here. So, I don't know where that is, actually. Where is that video that I'm... Why is it all the way up there? What? Why is it up there? Okay. So, is there one that's like... Yeah, this one. Can we just... I gotta make a new time if this one. Okay, let's just put... So this, I wanted to do something with data moshing. It's that thing where it's like, you guys know those videos in which it's like my mom says we can't, or I say there's nothing in the fridge. My mom says, and then they open up the fridge, and then, like, there's nothing in the fridge, but a milk carton materializes inside of the fridge. I wanted to do that, basically. So, you see, oh, what, open in the fridge, what am I gonna eat? Oh, it's a can of cat food, wait, not yet. Oh, it's a can of cat food. And I'm choosing to interpret that as a King Crimson reference. Can we play Cat Food, King Crimson now? Yeah, let's pull that up. Should just have that playing. Cat Food, King Crimson. Yeah. I like this song.
Hello everyone, my name is Kaisa Jokum.
Shut
this is
the
my first
fuck
ever
up!
video for Life as an Iowa.
I really did not. Yeah, it was really not at all clear in the video because it wasn't a good effect. I didn't do it properly. You see, they're not. Yeah, it's just it didn't work out. Yeah. Okay. You guys didn't. Okay. Well, I know it wasn't clear in the video, but okay. See, the thing is, I wanted to do this effect where I would okay, I guess I kind of wanted to say something here also. Here, I'm gonna turn this down more. Hold on. I like this song, Cat Food, King Crimson. Yeah. Okay, and then see that it just kind of... Oh, the second one from inside the first one. And I recorded a bunch of footage for this, but I never wound up using it because I do not like that data moshing program. It doesn't work well. It just... It makes it randomly really slow at some points for no fucking reason. Like, I didn't do this, the program did for no reason. And then... Wow, what a smooth effect. Everything's all glitchy and data moshy, then the next scene, oh, it's right there. You couldn't, it's like you couldn't even tell. It's like, smooth effect. Alright, so scene 3, what I did is I chroma keyed these. I did this thing where I wanted to, I wanted to, like, remove all of the color from my skin, and I did that, like, a little bit. You can almost kind of, I mean, I guess if you were stupid and also not looking, you wouldn't be able to tell that there was any color in my skin. But what it did is it just made the entire video, it did this to the entire video. And now there's gradient everywhere, which is all, it's cool. Like, it is definitely cool, don't get me wrong. It's just not what I was going for, but it's still cool. Okay, so then we just cut straight to the gradient because it's a cool gradient on this gradient a lot. And then I guess these effects take a while to render, but you see there's like there's like borders to the side because some reason that I forgot there were borders to the side. I don't know why, but they go away here. No, it's cool. And then we just cut to this, which is a modified version of the border. For this, what I did. Here, let's put that in the new scene. Yeah, the new timeline. This is maybe like this is probably the worst scene in the video, to be honest. for this, what I did is, this really pissed me off. You know what, fuck your cat food, pause cat food, I want to talk about this, I want to get serious with this. This pissed me the hell off, right? I made this composition in 3D Land and 3D World, it was really cool, right? It was going to be the coolest thing, but it just did not work. I don't know if we have that in this video, like, I don't know where this clip is, okay, I just deleted, okay, awesome, great, cool, I just completely deleted the composition, great, I mean, I hated it so much, I deleted it, oh, look at that, no, listen, this, TSPMO, PMO, so we, like, do not have intercourse with cat food. Well, don't tell me what to do, you're not my mom. Alright, so I went into 3D World to have this effect here, right? So this blue thing here is a modified version of the gradient, right? Yeah. Yes, TSPMO. Yes. Yeah. The blue is a modified version of the gradient, but made to be higher contrast than blue. And then behind it we have this ocean video here, right? It's cool. So when I go to render this in 3D Land, right? What you can see is the ocean is just not behind it, which makes no fucking sense because they're in 3D World. You would think that, like, for the stuff that's being chroma keyed out, it would just, I don't know, stop being there so I could do this thing in which in which the gradient moves, but the ocean moves. Okay, I'm sure this is making no sense to you, but, like, okay, well, bye. So the idea was that the fucking Annie, nah, bro. Yeah, so the gradient would move, the ocean would stay still in the background, which would have this, it would have that text thing, you know, where it would, like, overlap with the wall, maybe. But when I went to chroma key it out, instead of, you know, making logical sense with the perspective and having it behind it like it shows in the preview, it does nothing, it's just invisible, so I had to, like, literally record me dragging the timeline through in OBS Studios. Which is also kind of cool. I mean, it's also kind of a cool effect. It's just not what I wanted to do. And you can see how it's like uniquely human and, like, yeah. So this video here is more data moshing. I just kind of scrolled around on like a new account on Twitter, and I just and you can see, you can recognize that it's Twitter, but it makes no sense. And it's weird. Crashing out. No, this is maybe my least angry stream I've ever done. Yeah, it's just, I don't know, man. I just kind of filled something here, so you can see how when this video fades out, it then becomes the proper aspect ratio, I think. Or no, this is 16:9, which it shouldn't be. Whatever. So then, for this ending here, right, I just kind of filled something in because I didn't have any ideas. So originally, this was going to be this. And I was a little worried that this would cause seizures to people. Yeah, this was not in Bedtor Finale. The Bedtor Finale was a completely different thing. This is a Sterilus video. So I was worried that this would cause people seizures, and I didn't want to put a seizure warning in. No, Apollo, you should watch Bedtor. It is peak cinema, but it's just not what I'm talking about now at the moment. So I recorded, like, I literally recorded this up to my second monitor. If I have that video, I'll show it. Oh wait, no, this just is the video. Yeah. Yeah. It's not even zoomed in. This is just, I recorded the effect that playing the hold on, I'm losing my train of thought here. The video's breaking anyway. So I recorded this effect up to my second monitor, and I just literally just recorded that second monitor, and that's where this came from. And you can see how it fades in, and then it gives people less of a seizure now. That's kind of cool. And then I think it cuts off here, maybe. I don't know. I might not even have any changes in this main one. Let's just check it out. Main timeline. That's main. Yeah, I have no changes except for just playing this song earlier. Yeah, you see, I start playing the song immediately after, because otherwise it just kind of is a little bit confusing if we don't do that. You just can't immediately tell that the next scene has started, but that's it's the only reason I need to. This next scene might be one of my favorites in the video. This is originally supposed to just be a this was just going to be a background effect, but I got so into it that I just decided to make it the main focus for a moment, because I think this is like incredibly fitting with the music, and I just think it's kind of beautiful in a way, in a really weird way. So this is Weird Cube, right? Check out, yeah. So you can see, this took me a couple hours. Like I want to say like 4 to 6 hours maybe to make this scene. So we go to timeline. Okay, so this is a fusing competition, right? You see. And that's how I made the scene, everybody. Thank you. Okay, it's not, if you can believe that. Okay, so let's check out timeline 27 here. There's a fusing competition. Oh, it's a cube when it goes to the side. Oh, going there. Oh, that's weird. And we have a triangle here. Oh, it's going up, and then it's not. And then that's actually the same thing as the last one. Timeline 28 is different. Oh, it's like a cube, and then it rotates. Oh, and it's weird. And that's a lot of it is just a couple of weird shapes that are weird. Oh, look at that weird plane. Oh, look at that weird plane. Oh, look at that. Oh, and then I went back and I made them all like perfect loops with each other, so they would like start and then loop backwards. So then anyway, timeline 34 here. Yeah, this should be the actual origin. Never mind. Okay. I guess I deleted the actual origin. Whoopsie-doo. This is the original video, though. Like, this is the original. Never mind. No, it isn't. Wait, yes, it is. Yeah, yes, it is. Yeah. This is the weirdly rotating cube here. To make this cube, I made a cube and put like green screen videos of each of the 5 different weird shapes in it, right? And then I also had this plane in the background, which maybe is the most important part of the cube, because with that plane, right, what we do, right? We chroma key it out, which chroma keys out all the white, so it also makes these interesting little effects here. Because we then put a second weird cube under it. This one playing at like half speed, I think, right? Okay, this one's playing reverse speed, which it makes sense also. Oh, and then look at that. There's like a second weird cube inside of that plane. You can only see it in the plane, right? And so the rest of them, I just kind of exploited this fact, and this is, oh, it's that weird cube from earlier, but now there's another one underneath it. This one's playing at 2 times speed, and now it's like, oh, it's even weirder now. Oh, look at the more weird shapes. Oh, and then we go skip through a random one here. Oh, look at that. Oh, whoa, tons of random shapes. Whoa, flying everywhere. Whoa, random crazy shapes. Oh, they're going. Oh my gosh. Stop with the emojis. I hate your whimsy. Who are you to talk about emoji use and whimsy? You are the last person who should be talking about this right now. And then this is the final weird cube here, right? So originally, my first plan, my first plan was I was either gonna use this for a more intricate scene, or I would just kind of zoom in on this like this, and then play this as like a background gradient. This was gonna be just a background gradient initially, like how we'll pull up an earlier one, like a much earlier example. It was supposed to be a background gradient, like how this is supposed to be a background gradient. See, there's not much going on, not much of note here, but this I thought was really cool. This I thought was notable enough. Light bulbs, yeah. This I thought was notable enough to actually warrant an inclusion in the entire video, like on its own. And you can see how it's really slow because we go into the fusion tab here, and you can see it's just a bunch of cubes, and then we have every previous cube playing. Okay, how am I going to explain this? Okay, nope. Okay, that is not. I didn't mean to do that. Okay, so this media 1 here, right? This is the original weirdly rotating cube, right? Media 2 is the second timeline here, in which I had the first weirdly rotating cube, and then I put a second one underneath of it, right? And then we repeat this until we have run out of until it has been 6 different iterations, which is this one. This is the first. So this is the last weirdly rotating cube, and then what we do is we put them all into a new cube. We make this cube rotate the same way as the previous ones. I think should rotate at least. Okay. Yeah. Well, it doesn't actually rotate the same way, but it rotates in a way. And then what we do to make this final timeline, I just kind of, I guess this is the final, oh yeah, this is like a perfect loop, right? Yeah, this is the final weirdly rotating cube. Yeah. And then to make the final timeline here, which should be earlier. Yeah, scene 4. I took earlier weird cube, so we have weird cube final, and underneath it is weird cube 6. So, you'll see I just zoomed in on it, and then I took weird cube 5, zoomed in on that, and weird cube 4, zoomed in on that. So the idea was that there shouldn't be any black in there, because I use specific lighting, so it wouldn't just be black and white, which was a big reason as to why the cubes look cool at all, was the fact that I used specific lighting for them, and I used different lighting for every surface. So see, like, we can pull up, yeah, see this one here. Okay, no, if we can go to the timeline for it, right? Yeah, check out the timeline for this. These are all just shapes that I made bend weirdly. Like, they should not be able to bend that much. They're like, normally it's only able to bend up to 1. I made it bend up to 5, and then I used a point light here to make this one, right? But when we go to a different timeline, we see yeah, let's get this one. I used another point light for this one. Okay, but it's a different kind of point light. This one I used. Okay, not a great example here. Okay, but I promise some of them had different lighting conditions than previous ones did. I'm telling you that. Okay, so yeah, that was how I did this entire scene here, and then I literally had no changes to make. Oh wait, I did. Oh, also with the audio, I just kind of made it get more bass boosted. I had the audio cut out here, and then I guess the video. Yeah. Oh, this is cool. It's not a decagon. It's not any numbered shape because it uses circles in it, and also because it looks like that. It's also several different shapes inside of several different shapes inside of a cube. So it's not even a little bit a decagon. Anyway. I didn't know you could do this. So this is just a still frame. Like, we gotta change speed. You can just make it 0% speed. See, like 0%, it makes it a freeze frame. Okay, well, okay, it wouldn't make it a freeze frame. And then you can just drag it out as much as you want to do, and then you have it fade out. I like this effect here with how it fades out, and then the next video starts playing before it's done fading out. So let's start with this one. So this one, when the TI-84 is a parametric equation with a t-step equals pi over 5, I can guarantee you no calculator would ever be able to generate the shape that I generated. I made this with my own blood, sweat, and tears, and nobody has ever or will ever recreate the shape that I've created here. Anyway, let's go to the next scene. So I had a different plan for this one. Okay, this is a great timeline. This is a fucking literally nothing here. I had a different plan for this one, but I didn't follow through with it. Okay, so these are all the videos that I used for it. I deleted them because they were taking up too much space on my timeline, but now like on my computer. But this is a cool effect also. Interesting. So this is really cool. This is one of my favorite production things about the video. I recorded this in my neuroscience or in my psychology class. This is like I zoomed in 20 times zoom into a sheet of paper I was given, which had been like over. Okay, so it's one of those like really old sheets of paper they photocopied like 10 times, and you know how like every time you photocopy something, like the colors get a little bit off and like it gets a little bit less filled in. This was supposed to be gray originally, but it just kind of became a bunch of black and white lines here, right? Makes this really cool effect when you zoom down on it, which I used in the video, obviously. I think it looks really cool, and it's one of my favorite production facts about the video. So when we go to, okay, so this is more data moshing here. See? Never mind. Not more data. Okay. Anyway, you can see how I overlaid it over top somewhere. I don't know where. I guess did I make an? Okay. I didn't do a great job preserving these clips, but I'm telling you, I overlaid this over top at like 20% opacity or something, and I flipped it around so you can see how it has that weird effect of it, that weird like the weird floaters, I guess you can call them, maybe, if you wanted to do that. These are all just videos from when I was younger. You can see they progress in age with them. And the reason I did this is because I didn't know what else I would put in the video, and I thought that would be a cool idea. Maybe it could maybe say something if you wanted to find meaning in it. This is the Abyss in the Cube. This is the first time I ever tried to make a video that was like, that's literally the gun from gun emoji. wait, which gun? Where's the? There wasn't a gun anywhere. You liar! There was no gun in any of these videos. Oh, this is not that gun. Alright, anyway, okay. So when I went to make them, right, I spliced. So you see how they fade into each other, right? So I took each of these clips here, I exported each of them individually, right? And then it makes this, like, I made this weird, cool data moshing effect. I did more data moshing, if you can believe that. In which, they kind of, they don't finish, but they don't, like, it's not in the middle. It's right when the fade out starts is when I data mosh them into each other. So it makes this really unusual effect that, like, clearly does not work, and it's really cool. And I want to talk about this also. So this is, I've recorded this on my phone. You can see how, there's a little bit of stuff in the sky, and then you go up and, oh, it's the moon now. Oh, moon. And the point of that was, it was gonna make a cool effect with my night sight on my phone, because my phone has really good night sight, but I guess it was too dark out when recording that, so it got pretty much nothing. And this 1 minute video clip here, right? Let's pull it up. This 1 minute video clip of me walking around in the pitch black, looking up at the night sky. This was 5 gigabytes on my personal Google account. So I didn't get any emails for a little while because my Google account had been completely filled with 5 gigabytes from the processing of this 1 minute video. So that was a fun experience for me. And I made this also, but I didn't use it. It was like, I don't know. It's just kind of biking around. It has it has a grainy effect, which is kind of cool if I did something specifically with that. And it's just kind of me biking around not very well. I don't know what that comment is supposed to mean. Okay, anyway, so, yeah, we were here. And then, you can see I data moshed them all together. Where's that timeline at? And where is that timeline at? This is it. It looks like something out of Bedtor. I don't think anything from this video looks like it's something out of Bedtor. So anyway, I really like the way that, you know, if there's only 2 people in chat, you would think you should be able to, like, get along. The forest is definitely not recorded. It's definitely not the same forest as Bedtor, just because it's, like, somewhat close by, like maybe 2 miles out from it does not make it look like Bedtor. The forest is not even giving a little bit Bedtor. You're just insane and schizophrenic and stupid. I like the way I use these, this clip. You may have saw it, but that's because you're schizophrenic. I was right still. I'm still right. What was I saying? I was saying words. What were the words again? Oh yeah. So these clips, the floaters here, right? You can see I had to specifically trim out the video so it would only play like when the stuff was on screen. Cause yeah, see, it's kind of cool, right? Oh. Look at that, and it's not being affected by anything in the video. It's just kind of an interesting thing that's there. It's like a glitch kind of, and I think it's just cool. And then we go to the moon here. You can see the moon. Yeah, look at that, and then it switches to cool. This whole scene's cool. I like it. And the next, oh shit, this is cat, and it's really high contrast, because the way I recorded this, as 50% of chat knows, is that I held, okay, so I recorded a video of Cat. Do we have the original video of Cat somewhere? We should, I think. Where's Cat? Hold on, where's Cat? Where's Cat? Cat's here somewhere, right? Cat has to be in the timeline, right? Like, okay, no Cat, I guess, whatever. So I recorded my phone up to my monitor, right? And then I sent that video to myself. I then played that video I sent on my monitor, right? I recorded that video on the monitor. I repeated this process 12 times until it became incredibly high contrast and, like, motion sick and really weird. I have a memory of every cat ever, so I would know. Okay, well, alright. And you can hear my fan in the background because I had my fan on. And this is profound commentary that I'm making right now. Yeah. And the point of this cat was to make interesting color slop. What did I use this interesting color slop for? Well, it's time to find out. I use it for this, which this video, did not embed properly on Google Photos. It was like a night sight video, and I didn't feel like waiting 5 hours and then also having to, I didn't feel like waiting 5 hours and having to take up 5 gigabytes of my Google account for this again, so I just kind of recorded this in the woods. How does the effect look? It looks like shit. I used my Chromebook to play the video out in front of a pile of mulch, and it looks like shit. You can barely tell anything's happening in it, and it was a waste of time. I spent about an hour trying to record this because my Chromebook does not have internet on it, so I had to go home I had to go home first to put the video on my Google Drive, and then I had to go home to enable offline access so I could play the video on my Google Drive. And I spent an hour in between, like collectively biking on a busy road with no street lights and no crosswalks, so I could do it this effect, which looks like shit. And I am so glad I did that. This is the main, yeah, this is like everything, right? So you can see when I went to go and make the video, you could see I did a lot of fusion work with it. Like, I increased a lot of the contrast. Like, I made it all the way up. I increased a lot of the brightness on it. Yeah. And then we overlay Cat a little bit over top. See? It's a little harder to see without Cat. Yeah, with Cat, without Cat, with Cat. Yeah. And this Cat, I flipped it vertically and horizontally, so it's now there. To make it a little bit contrasting from this next clip. Yeah, see how it, where did Apollo go? I'm not even saying anything. Say words again. So see how it, it flips over to the next one. It gets like a lot darker this time, and I think it's really cool. So then these clips here, right? You can see they are all different clips from throughout the video, right? And like, oh, is that from the video? That from the video. That was a part of the video. Oh, there was that in the video. I remember that. And oh, I remember that in the video. Oh, look at that. It's stuff we all learned about today, right? It's a bunch of stuff we all learned about. And the reason I did this is because I had no idea how else to, how to fit the rest of this time. I figured I need something to do, and I'm so goddamn clocked out of making this video, I couldn't even be bothered to come up with anything. So I came up with this. It's just putting together stuff in the video, pretending to be friend about it. This clip here, now if Nick was here, which he is not, I would show him how I made his, should be, I don't know where that is, but I took this recording he made, which was similar to the recording I made. No, that's actually the recording I made. The video could have been shorter. Yeah, it could have been, but I wanted to fill the song because it has to have some kind of build up, you know. yeah, you can see this is the video I used from Nick here. And I wouldn't have gotten uninteresting before the premiere started. Well, I mean, you could have just not watched the premiere. Like, that was also an option. You can see how it's like, you can see the sun every once in a while. So what I did for this clip, I can actually recreate it here because I know it, because I did it recently. Well, it wouldn't be a recreation, but it'd be like an oversimplification. What we did, right, is we just, we take the contrast all the way up. Make it like a 5, actually, which is actually above where the scale goes. Actually, no, it should be, color curves, right? No, it should be brightness contrast. Yeah, we make it contrast, make it like a 5, and then increase the brightness just a little bit, Okay, if it'll do anything, that'd be great. Yeah, see, and then I guess we just kind of, yeah, and then I guess we increase the gain, I guess, a little bit. It shouldn't be that much. I don't know, just, we do something, and then it makes it green. I don't know why it becomes green. Truthfully, I don't know why it became green. Never mind, actually. Okay. I mean, you could rewatch the video. Like, it didn't matter if you watched it live or not. Anyway, also, it's not my fault that the video is too long. Like, it's my artistic vision and all that, so I don't need to hear that. It's like a you thing. Okay, never mind. I don't know how I made this clip, actually, and I don't know why it's green, but it is. And then I played these over top of each other. You can see, this is just pink here. And then we put the green in. It's green now. Yeah. And then for this, I did trim this. This is the second, maybe, because the thing is quite in the song, whatever. So anyway, this is kind of cool how I fade out the green here, but you can see the red still there, and it's kind of abruptly cuts out. Yeah, it's kind of cool. And for this clip, what I did, this is another one of my favorite parts of the whole video. I think it syncs beautifully with the music, and I just think it's a beautiful scene in general. I think it complements the song really well, also. So this is obviously more of that texture here from earlier, more of, this really cool texture. It's just more of that. For this one, I keyed out the black in it, so it's just kind of gray and white. And then we add it back in. It brings this back in, and then it flips. And then the white comes in, and then it's playing, and then now, oh, the particles are coming. Oh, the particles, and then we're gonna have to cut to the main timeline here. Hold on. Just gonna cut here to the main timeline. More particles from the side. Ooh, cool. And more particles over top. And then you can see I had to fade the video in the background out. You can see it's not actually the particles that I ever take. I just fade the video out. And then it becomes black for this video, and then it just kind of is over. Yeah, that's pretty much everything. I guess I can talk about the thumbnail while we're at it also. Here, I'm just gonna open up, Pixlr here. Oh, this is me. So thumbnail, no, I did not mean to do that. Whoopsie daisy. Thumbnail, what I did is I took a bunch of screenshots from the video, and I overlaid them on top of each other, which I don't have the original file of me doing that, so I didn't even need to talk about the thumbnail in the first place. Anyway, I took a bunch of screenshots, overlaid them on top of each other, overlaid this then on top of more of the same copies of it, and then you can see, like, oh, there's that pink and white thing from that one video, and then, oh, that looks like the Gmod from the one video, and, oh, that looks like, that's all you can really see in it, oh, and then in the background, it's the NAF gradient again. It's the one that's NAF color again. And then for this vid8 texture, I literally just took it from, like, I took, like, a shitty screenshot of, I took a low quality screenshot of it, and then I just kind of put that in there, just plopped it on. Okay, it's a higher quality screenshot than that, but, like, plopped it on in there. And I like how it's I like how shitty it looks, you know? Like you can tell I just chroma keyed it out. I think it's cool. So yeah, this is pretty much everything that I had to say about the video. Thanks for watching, gang. I might have forgotten some stuff, but I made this video over the course of like a while. Like this was I don't know when this was. This was like a while ago. Okay, yeah, thanks, gang, for watching the whole time. Bye. Bye-bye.